sweet people. It's supper time for me tonight. But here's the main thing I want to tell y'all. I want y'all to save the date. That's what the main thing. I'm cooking catfish tonight. But I want you to save the date. And here's the date that I want you to put on your calendar. Get your girlfriends together. Get your family. Drag that husband out because he loves to eat, doesn't he? I am going to be in Macon, Mississippi for the Dancing Rabbit Festival. And when is that? That is this October the 18th. And for all of you runners out there, they're going to start a 5K run at 8 o'clock in the morning. Now, I won't be running, but I'll be there to see you off. But I won't be running because I'll be the last one coming in. But I can walk fast, if that counts. They're going to do that. And they're going to have vendors out there. And the main thing I want you to know is this. This is something special that they're doing this year that they've never done before. Let me see what they started a new category. And it's called Cutting Edge Cuisine. Doesn't that sound good? Cutting Edge Cuisine. And what that's really meaning is that if you have a fun new way to cook this catfish instead of what I'm fixing to do, I'm just going to fry mine and it's going to be delicious. But if you've got a way that you want to experiment with, and anybody can enter it, and whoever wins that contest, that one right there, whoever wins that Cutting Edge Cuisine thing, this thing is in November, but October, but in November when I do a post, because the 1st of November, I am going to take that person that won that thing and they're going to give me their recipe and I'm going to feature it in November on my show and call out their name and say how good they are. So listen, and if you're a man, if you're a woman, if you're a child, you could enter this contest. And because there's some fun ways to cook catfish. Some very fun ways. They've got a catfish cookbook, but you want to do something that's different than even that. Remember I told you the story about, I'm heating up my grease. I told you the story about me. The grandkids were over here and I didn't have anything to feed them, but I had some catfish and I just cut it up in nuggets. And they thought it was chicken nuggets. You know, kids, they're funny. They're funny. Anyway, I said, I fixed y'all some nuggets. And they ate them. Loved them. Bank said the other day, we were talking about it, she said, Big Mama, you didn't trick me. You didn't trick me. I knew. But she didn't. She didn't know it. She just thinks she knew. All right, so let me go over this again because I really want y'all to get your carload. Come to historic Macon, Mississippi. It's going to be downtown historic. They're going to have all kind of vendors there too. Food vendors and whatever. It's from what I can tell. And in the comments, I'm going to put the little thing up there so you can see for yourself, okay? So, Saturday, October the 18th, 5K run starts at 8 a.m. in historic Macon, Mississippi. And it's the Catfish Cook-Off. Now, I don't know why they call it the Dancing Rabbit. I don't know why that. Maybe that's something they need to explain it to us. As my little ones say, splain it, splain it. Okay. And they've got a new, you can be in a regular category cooking fish, catfish cooking contest. But if you want to be in this new one, this is part of it. It's going to be the Cutting Edge Cuisine and to show off your new, fun, inventive way to cook a catfish. And so I'm going to, in November, I'm going to call out your name on my post on my page, and I'm going to do my best to cook your recipe. I might mess up, but I'm going to do my best. Unless if there's anything on the back I want to... Oh, it's free. It's not going to cost you anything to come. It's got free entertainment. whatever that means. Maybe there's going to be a rabbit up there dancing, and it's a festival. So, in honor of this, I'm going to fry catfish tonight. Not just for this, but I want you to make sure you mark the date. And if you've never done a girls' trip, if you have never done a girls' trip, this is for you. And you guys, I can't wait to meet y'all because y'all are catfish lovers. I'm going to do my catfish a little different tonight. Well, first of all, I got the whole ones. I've got the whole catfish. I did 4 because I'm going to take Hannah 2 of them. She's by herself tonight, I think. All right. So I'm going to use salt on both sides. And tonight, I'm going to use some paprika. I love paprika. And I'm going to use a little Cajun. Let's get us a little Cajun out. You don't want to put too much salt on your catfish when you're salting them if you're using the Cajun, because Cajun has some salt in it. Okay? And then, last but not least, I am going to coat it with my white lily cornmeal. We'll sprinkle that on there. Like that. These were frozen, and I had them in a pot over there this afternoon thawing them out. Okay, like that. And what I like to do when I'm doing my catfish, I like to shake them a little bit before I put them in the grease. Just like that. So that if there's any cornmeal that's going to come off, it'll come off in this platter. This platter was given to me by a follower. Isn't it beautiful? I love it. I love pretty platters. I lost a platter the other day. I have looked this house over for it. It's a little tiny yellow one. Y'all see me put my pies on it in the mornings. I couldn't find it. It is in this house or it's at the Cottle house. I don't know which. Let me just do a little test thing right here, see what's happening. I may have too much grease in there. What I'm going to do, I think, I'm going to cut my fish. I'm going to cut it in half. Let me do that. I'm just going to take it just like this and cut it right in the middle and have a tail end and another end. That's what I'm going to do. I think that's going to be easier for me to eat. But you can do yours like you want to. Somebody wrote in one day and said, I don't like catfish, they taste muddy. Well, you've been eating them out of a river. If you eat farm-raised, pond-raised catfish, you cannot beat it. You cannot beat it. All right, I'm going to put one in and we're going to see how it does. Y'all can't see too good. Let me get you up here where you can see this. There you go. It's hot, but I can tell it's not hot enough. I've got this big yellow platter, but this isn't the one I'm talking about. This is not it, but I will use it. We'll get it out, but it's not the one I'm trying to find. I can tell you that. When you finish cooking your catfish, take an old milk jug or something like that and wait till your grease settles so the crumblies will go to the bottom, and then gently pour that grease right there into that milk jug for your next fish fry, okay? That'll be what you need to do. I'm waiting till this grease gets hot. All right, it's hotter. All right, I'm going to put my next one in. Turn it to 8. I'm going to cook it on 8. I'll do all my tails first. That way they'll all cook the same time. My girlfriends and I love to go on trips together. We have the best time. I remember one time we went to Texas to a ranch together. And there was 5 of us, plus all of our luggage and stuff. I mean, we looked like, you wouldn't have believed it. But anyway, we rented a van. We rented one so we would all fit in there. And plus our luggage. And we always say, y'all pack light, pack light. Well, what happens is Carol, she brings more clothes than you have ever seen, and makeup and hair rollers and all this stuff. And we say, Carol, you said don't pack light, dear. You are putting on all that stuff. Now, y'all, your fish is going to be a little bit darker when you've got paprika on it. You know, if you don't have paprika, it'll be a golden brown, real pretty. But mine's going to be a little dark because I've got the paprika on it. And it's just dark. It's a dark spice. There were many of y'all, when y'all saw me the other morning do that good morning cake, and y'all, it was so good. And I invited my it wasn't friends, well, it was relatives over. I invited my husband's cousin and my sister-in-law and my daughter and my other, George's other cousin over. Just ladies. We sat around the table over here, and I bought some ice cream to go on top of that good morning cake, and y'all, it was delicious. It was so good. But I gave the rest of it away because I had already eaten 2 huge pieces that day, and I knew that I would eat the rest of it if I didn't give it away, so I gave it away. I gave it away. But it would be it'll be a beautiful golden brown if I didn't have that paprika on it, okay? So, y'all wear your comfortable clothes. October should be beautiful weather. And we will just have the best time. I am going to bring what books I've got left. And I'll sell those to you if you need them. And you can also bring the books that you've got. And I'd love to sign them for you. You didn't get it last time. And I hope y'all have ordered my coffee table book, but it won't be here in time for that. It's not coming till October, my coffee table book. All right, now we're going to put this part in. Do y'all ever do that with chicken when you're cooking chicken? I'm not going to put the 2 of them in because they're so thick. I'll just do a little at a time. When I'm doing chicken, I know that chicken breast don't take as long to cook as chicken thighs and legs. And so I'll put like a bunch of my breast, cut my breast up and put it in, cook it, and then I'll cook the other. Because they don't get done at the same time, unless I'm smother frying. But anyway, this platter, you can't see how pretty it is, but that was sent to me. It's a beautiful platter. I keep it in here on my little buffet thing. Let me tell you the story about the buffet. It's funny, but let me tell you. All right, you see that buffet right there? That's what I serve my food on when I have a big crowd. Well, that thing used to be a counter in a cafe. And you pull your bar stool up to that front part and put your feet on this little, let me show you again. You'd put your stools right here, okay? And you see that little piece of wood down there at the bottom? That's where you would sit your feet, and the person serving you would be across on the other side of that buffet. And it's got some shelves back there where he can put his utensils or salt and pepper. I don't know what all they kept back there, but it was for him to use to serve those folks. Well, when Y2K hit, y'all remember Y2K? Everybody panicked. Said everything was going to go down and we wouldn't have food, we wouldn't have toilet paper or anything. Because none of the computers were going to be working. So everybody went to town and they bought all this food just in case something happened and so they wouldn't starve to death. Well, I did the same thing. I'm sorry to say I did the same thing. So I went to town and I bought some cans of tuna and some sand cans. I bought everything in cans. I bought salmon, some vegetables and fruits in cans and all that kind of stuff, a bunch of stuff. And I just set it on those shelves behind that buffet out of the way. And toilet paper, I bought some of that too. Well, Y2K rolled around and nothing happened. It just a year changed. In the year 2000. And nothing happened. Well, time went on and I forgot about all that food that was back there behind my counter. I didn't even think about it. So one day, I was going to pull out the buffet and clean behind it. You know how occasionally you clean out stuff. Well, I had to pull out, no, I tell you what it was. I was going to move that buffet from this room to that room. That's what it was. And so I moved it. I drug it to the other side. But when I pulled it out from the wall, there was all this food back there that I forgot about. I forgot I had it. Anyway, it had been like 14 years or something like that. It was a long time. Like 2014, I moved that, and I saw all that food back there. Well, heck, it was out of date. It had been out of date. And I was scared to eat it. But I was afraid to put it in my trash can, afraid somebody would get it, and then they'd eat it and die. So I didn't know what to do with all this food. So what I did is I put it in big plastic bags and took it to the church and put it in the dumpster so nobody would see it. Because I was afraid they might get food poisoning or whatever. So that's what I did. All right, I got 2 more to do. Well, anyway, here's what happened after that. I was telling Hannah about it, about what I did. And she said, Mama, you better be glad you did that. She said, if you had died and I came over there to clean out your house and to do what I needed to do, she said, I'd have been so mad if I'd have seen all that food up under there. She couldn't believe I did it. Well, I couldn't believe I did it either. But I did do it. I mean, it's crazy, isn't it? Let me wash my fingers off. How about that? I'm going to put this platter over here, too. I'm not going to make any hush puppies tonight or anything like that. All I want is fish. That's all I want. Fish and nothing else. I don't want any slaw. I don't want any hush puppies. I just want plain old fish tonight. But let me let you see how it looks with what I've got done so far. This is what I've got done. It doesn't take long to do. And they sell them frozen. It comes to your house frozen. They've got all kind of stuff at Superior Catfish. That's where you get these. Superior Catfish. They come frozen. I got the whole ones this time, but you can get just the tails. I've gotten just the tails before. There's a lot of meat on there. Or you can get fillets. And I don't know what else. This is all I ever get. Look them up. I'm going to put the link in there. Y'all, I'll put it in the comments. That's where I'll put it. That'll be the easiest place for me to put it. And y'all can check it out. Y'all ever eat catfish? It's a good for you. The other day when I went to the heart doctor, I told you what they said. They said eat a lot of chicken and fish and don't lay on the couch. That was their directions to me. Eat a lot of chicken and fish and don't lay on the couch. You know why? Because we need to keep moving. Your body needs to move. It needs to move. It needs to move. Join something that causes it to move. You people that are coming to the Dancing Rabbit and you're doing the 5K, I admire you. I admire you. We have them here in our town, too, in Andalusia. And I admire the people that can do that. I can't run, but now I could walk. And they have people that do that. They don't worry about coming in last. They just walk it. With their children, little children walk with them. So y'all sign up for that too. It'll be a fun time. I've never been before. This is my first time. I imagine some of you have been last year's. But I didn't get to go. I already had my calendar fixed out. And I could, if it's not on my calendar, I can't go. And I've had this on my calendar for a long time. I'm just now telling you about it, but I've had it on there for a long time. I'm going. Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. Have y'all ever heard that? I'll be there. Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be there. All right. These are ready. Let's take them up. I'm excited to eat tonight, and I'm going to take Hannah some. I'm not taking them to her right now, but I'm going to take her some. All right, that's it. Got my eye turned off for safety's sake. So we took those 4 fish. I cut them in half, but you can do however you want to. They fit my skillet better that way. And it's got really good meat on it. Let's taste it. Let me get me a fork because it's so hot. We'll do this one. Let me get a little plate so y'all can see how I'm gonna do it. There we go. All right, so what I do, this is where it was cut. So what I want to do is go right here and pull that off of the backbone of the fish right there. And I just go slow and enjoy it. I've got people who say I'm not buying a fillet. I like to pick my fish, and I understand that. I do too. I like to pick mine. See how pretty and white it is on the inside? It's good, clean, pond-raised fish. That's what that is. Good, clean, pond-raised fish. It does not taste like mud. Those people have been eating catfish out of the river. It is delicious and tender and so good for us. And see, so then you flip it over and you do this other side. Of course, I won't eat all the meat off of it. It's just the other takes a while. You have to kind of be careful. All right, and so I pull all the meat off of that side. And there's your bone right there. See there? And then you can nibble on all this right here too. It's delicious. I bought lemons today. I think I'm gonna get my lemon out. It's not very hot. I must have not put as much of this Cajun on as I thought I did. But it's good. It tastes good on there. Something different. Mmm. And here's how you eat the tail. That little fin right there, you just eat it off. Like that. Real crunchy. You eat the tail part. Right there. And then you pull out this fin. Like that. See? You just pull it out. And then this, and then you pull the meat off of that. I know y'all already know how to eat catfish, but then you pull the meat off and see the bones are there. You pull the meat from the center out. Like that. See the bones down in there? They're not in this part. Then you pull the meat off of this side. And you pull it off like that gently. And there's your bone. And you do the same thing to the other side. That's how you eat fish. Of course, I was brought up eating them. It doesn't matter if it's brim or bass or catfish. These freshwater fish, you eat them the same way. In other words, you pull the meat off the same way. A fish is a fish. But they taste different. And so I want you to try the catfish. I want you to come to the Dancing Rabbit. Mark your calendar. And I hope to see you there. Y'all take care. And enjoy your night. Whatever you happen to be cooking tonight, enjoy it. I hope your kitchen smells good. I hope you're cooking something good. I know you are. I know you are. You're not eating a sandwich. Surely not. Bye.